Hi Conscious Libra, welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. Here is your reading for the next 15 days, so we're going to figure out what's going to happen for you in your life or in a little specific area of your life in the 2 weeks ahead. Make sure you read the description below because I put a lot of information about this reading and I often add stuff, so make sure you read it through. And for those who don't know me, my name is Gail. I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher, and I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. If you want to stay updated with the evolution of your energies, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for the notifications. And if you want to support my work, what I do here for free on YouTube, then I put a PayPal me link in the description below, and you're very welcome, gratefully welcome to donate through this link. And with no further ado, let's start with your cards. I'm using the French deck Oracle Belline. I'll show you the deck. All right, so I'm using this. So your cards. News. Passions, reversal. Changes, negotiations, enemies, and pleasures. Right, so right now you're having a lot of changes, some sort of movements. Some things are moving. So if this reading is for you, but look for where in your life there are some changes. It's not your life, your whole life that is changing, not necessarily. It may be just within your work life or your love life, your family life, or I don't know, some hobby. Something is changing. So look for where something is changing, moving, shifting. So what was will not be anymore. You've got in the current situation the card changes. So it's not changing. And how are you experiencing those changes? Well, you are waiting for news. So I wanted to say either psychically or concretely, physically. So psychically would mean that you're waiting for some intuition or some signs or some coincidences or some synchronicities of some sort. But what I got, it was more something concrete. What I got, strongly was that you are waiting for actual news. A letter, a phone call, or a message, on Messenger or WhatsApp or text message or, whatever, but something concrete. But you're waiting, you're open to receive some news and some updates. And you're in your shadow energy. So your shadow energy is the energy that is you are not identified with or to. I don't know. Identified to. So you are identified to the news. So you are waiting for news. So you would say, I am waiting for some news. I want to get the feedback. So I didn't say that as well, but it's important because there's another card after that we'll talk about, that is talking about feedback. So I think you're really waiting for some feedback. And so your shadow energy, you will not identify to you. So you will not say, I am. You will say, someone else is like that, but I'm not like that. But it's still part of you. And your shadow energy is passion in reversal. So it means that there is some part of you that you don't identify with that is not so much enthusiastic, not so much excited about those changes or some aspects of those changes. Maybe your sacral chakra and your gut feeling is not there, like it's not in the party, it's not tripping with you, and you may not see that you have some part of you that is not in. Maybe your mind is in it, you know, and you're like, okay, I want those changes. I'm waiting for some feedback, some news, some confirmation, da, 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 da. But maybe there is some other part that maybe you suppress. Maybe you suppress some of your desires, and yeah, it's not really enthusiastic about that. And usually the shadow energy manifests itself as an external person, an actual person, or some circumstances. So maybe this is a person that you're interacting with, and they are not enthusiastic. They're not in. But you see it, that they're not in. For example, those changes involve two people, you and another person, who is like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. It's not really my trip, you know, not, yeah, it's not fun, or it's not, I'm not really passionate about it. My desire is not there. This is not what I desire. And in the next few days, you're gonna have some serious talks. And you see, I was talking about feedback earlier. So the reason why is because this bird is giving some feedback. Is went away to go pick up the information, and now it's coming back to the group to say, okay, now I've got the news. And so it means that it can mean confirmation, it can mean you know, any sort of information coming back to you, and that may be why you're waiting. And so you can see this is a debate, this is a heated conversation, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be heated because, first of all, when there are desires that are suppressed, or if your gut is not with you in the story, and if the other people involved in the story aren't being fulfilled, their needs and their desires aren't being fulfilled, it can't be a calm, positive conversation, you know, because usually it's passive aggressive or something like that, or there's some anger, repressed anger that comes out in the conversation, or it's kind of covered, but you can sense that it's not peaceful. And also because what's going to happen after that is enemies. So I would say right now you're not, like in the next few days when you're going to have this conversation, this debate, this discussion, everyone involved will want to speak up and, yes, speak up their truth and being recognized for who they are and what they want, what they desire, you know, and or if they don't, it will still feel, you will still feel, or the conversation will still hold some repressed anger, you know, and some frustration, and yeah. So because of that, then you will, in the next 2 weeks, experience the enemy's energy, which means that you will see that, okay, now that we had that conversation, now I can tell it has uncovered some hidden stuff, and you're like, I'm not sure. It's kind of dodgy. It's kind of like unclear. Can be even creepy or like, oh, because you can tell that there is a mix of true statements with false statements that were made. Even if you don't see it clearly, you can't really pinpoint what was true and what was not. You can sense that there is something that is not really straightforward here, and that is a bit unclear and like dark waters, you know, and troubled waters. So, and it's not really benevolent, or there are some people who are not telling you the full truth and hiding things and not being very honest and not very benevolent either. So maybe you feel that way. Maybe you're part of it as well, you know. You're part of the trouble. And what the oracle is advising you is pleasures. So I will combine this card with the passion card because they are both Venusian energies. And as you can tell, the oracle is mostly Mars and Mercury. We've got two Martian cards in your future. So your future is more a Martian energy. The underlying energy for your future within those 2 weeks is under the Mars energy, but the current situation is more under the Mercury energy, so the mental space, while in the 2 weeks it will be more the action and aggression and power type of energy. So oh yes, I wanted to say mental space, but not just mental space. What I mean by that is that it's like communication, things moving, shifting, you know, it's bubbly, you know, so that's the present and this is the future. All right, so the oracle is advising you to go back to your sacral chakra, to go back into your body, to anchor yourself and to enjoy life, to enjoy the pleasures of your body, of your physicality, your humanness, and to recognize your desires, to recognize what brings you joy and enthusiasm, so that if you do that, you can put the passion card up, the head up. So yeah, desires are meant to be acknowledged and fulfilled. If your gut feeling is driving you somewhere, it has to be acknowledged and followed as well. So I think that's why the pleasure cards is saying, yeah, go back to your body. It's kind of hedonistic in some way, so enjoy life, enjoy your pleasures. It's okay to have desires, it's okay to enjoy life, it's okay to have passion, enthusiasm, and to want and desire things. It has to be acknowledged, and it has to be also talked about. You have to talk about your desire. You have to put them in the story, you know, and in the debate. They have to be heard. And so that in the future, maybe those changes will bring something more aligned with your real you at a deep level, and will avoid being in those heated, aggressive energies. So share with another Libra who may benefit this reading. Like, subscribe, it always feels good to me. And I'll see you in 2 weeks time, or right now in another of my videos. I don't know if Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, but make sure you check out your 3 signs, or if you want, because they will all talk about different aspects of your life and with different angles. All right, bye Libra.